Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Set, ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Okay,
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Careful. Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here's Lance to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Hold the set.
Motion man is Schwartz. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC.
NFC, but when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
First carry here for Ken Walker. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
2nd and goal from the 1. Stroud completes this out wide. Touchdown, Seahawks! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just take extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Seahawks 14.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times, and now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3rd and 2. Stroud off the play fake. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 35 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Dixon complete. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Seahawks at 13-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point. And
he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And Lance's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lance. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Lance again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready?
The second down throw now from Stroud. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The throwing again is Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth puts it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready, break. Shot, 17. Ready.
On third down, Day. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
101 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Lance. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Lance going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Come on, set. Claws red. Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Up the middle they go. It's Day. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
Convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield. I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And Walker once more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Seahawks take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
6. Mego. Light blue. Rail. Yellow. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. Being chased out left. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Vikings 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Dixon, complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Day. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Right.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Lance now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Day. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Blaster, 6.
On 1st down, Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Steel, black. Ready.
Again, it's Lance. is incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Lance, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Vikings.
Now Lance. Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
22 needle.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And that could get much better than this for an opportunity.
Addison will go in motion left. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Addison from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 30.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd down and 1. Schwartz with it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And that should just about do it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready, set.
So the victory here for Seattle. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't